here we go. And we are alive out here. Yes, guys, you see our ugly faces. Well, except for the guy up top. He's a beautiful man. You know what I'm saying? All right, I think we're good. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. And we are alive out here. Yes,
Checking.
guys, you see our ugly faces. Well, except for the guy up top. He's a beautiful man. You know what I'm saying? All right, we good, my boy? We straight? We good? You live? Can they hear us? That's the most important
Good.
thing. Can they hear us? Oh, hey!
Yep.
What's going on, guys? The OP boys are back in the building. We got another session. We got another episode of Loki season 2, episode what? 4, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be talking about episode 4 out here. This is your host with the most. This is tais.worldtv, and then you got my partner in crime right here, Buggy D Newgate out here. How you doing, my boy?
Pretty good in you.
I'm excited as hell. But let me tell you
Oh, I
something.
bet.
This episode was on some One Piece stuff this week. That cliffhanger, bro. Ain't no way they gonna leave us off that cliffhanger, bro. Ah, I was so upset. I was like very, like what WTF?
Yeah.
But I was
Same.
just like, oh my god, like you can't end it like, and we had no after credits too.
Nope. So let me ask you: Do
Crazy.
you want to get into the theories that we came up with on our own
Yes,
right now, or you want to save it for the end?
let's do it right now. Let's do it right now.
Okay.
Because that's gonna let's do it right now. But before I do that, smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. Smash the notification bell. Definitely comment down below. Definitely share the video. Okay. Um. So getting into the all right. So me and Buggy, we made up some theories for the next couple episodes of possibly the MCU.
And we
Uh,
haven't told each other what they are, so
no,
this is
we
the
have
first
not.
time we're gonna know what
Right,
it is.
right. So you want to go first or me?
You go first.
Okay. So next episode, I think is gonna be a time.
Mm,
I
I can see
think
that.
And I think it has to do with Victor Timely because I don't think Timely was supposed to die the way if he did die. I don't think he was supposed to. So I think the next episode is going to be how it's supposed to go and doing it until they get it right. So I think maybe it has to do with that. Maybe it was supposed to be Victor that's supposed to be going. Maybe it's supposed to be Loki or Mobius or somebody else that was supposed to go. That's my theory. What about you?
So my thing is, remember, this is a show about time travel and all that stuff,
Right, right, right,
dealing with different timelines and universes.
right.
And the one thing I took away from this episode was when Obi and Victor Timely met. They were talking
Yes,
about the
yes,
TVA handbook
yes, yes, yes.
and how they inspired each other to do what they do respectively.
Like a Ouroboros.
Yeah, and you brought up Victor Timely, and I was thinking, what if he's not dead? What if he just got transported to a different time?
Ooh,
And he's the reason Ouroboros knows who Victor Timely is.
ooh, that
Because
would. Ooh,
remember
that's such a good one.
he didn't know anything about Victor Timely until he was actually right there in front of him.
Right. And then that's when they started like geeking out over each other, wanted to sign each
Yes,
other's books and shit.
yes.
That was a cool moment too. That was a cute moment.
That was a very key moment
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
crucial moment.
Yeah, because we also find out that
Victor Timely made the device,
right.
created the loom for the device.
Right, right, and because they were saying like, and I think I had said this too last episode, that Ouroboros possibly learned from Victor Time
Mm.
instead of the other way around. So that's another thing too that was also established too. So that's the thing, man. Oh, this is such a great episode.
Also,
Okay,
the other thing
yeah,
we don't know either is how long he's been there and who brought him there. We
right,
know it was He Who Remains, but it with the show with time travel, there's got to be some type of time loop. There always is. Like
Yeah, that's what I feel like it is.
I wanted
It
to
has
bring
to
up
be.
the Loki. Loki was the one who pruned himself at that moment.
And did I not say that last episode?
Yeah, you did.
Because that was the only thing that really made sense to me of who pruned him. Because and Loki had to do that because it's time, so it had
And
to.
and
Yeah,
and I was just thinking back from when that happened originally, like how both instances the loom was about to explode and stuff like that.
right. So that's why I'm thinking this is going to be a time loop episode next week because just on that alone, that's what made me think. Okay, that's what we're getting. That's what we're getting the next episode. Time loop.
Now,
Yeah. Go ahead.
let me ask you,
Yeah.
where do you think we're gonna end up as far as time wise?
Like at the end of the show and beyond.
No, like after what just happened right now.
Ooh, that is a good damn question. So, like you're saying, like what, like time wise, like where's everybody gonna be?
Time wise and like what happened to the TVA?
I mean, so
Is it still intact but like in a completely alternate universe?
so I have two things. One, they're in the place where we were at season one when you get pruned. They might be there. They
Ooh.
might be there. They
I
might be there.
I forgot about that.
Right. So that's one. Two, they actually got obliterated. Like everything, time and space, everything, a lot done. And then that's why we have that time loop because Victor Timely is, or Kang has
Yeah,
to do with time. Because remember when Sylvie killed
he who
He Who
remains.
Remains, he said,
The
"Listen,
branches
right,
split, and then all the different Kang variants came into play after that moment.
right, and everything is going to start all over again." So basically, this has already happened, according to
Yeah,
If He Who
yeah,
Remains. This has
exactly.
already happened,
And
right?
then remember what happened in the beginning, where Renslayer found out what happened with her.
Right. And it turns out, she lost her memories due to remains. And she was pivotal in him winning that war, it
Yep.
seems like. Which which I was wrong about that, because I said that Ramona may be Renslayer may be a variant of King. So I was wrong about that. But still, just like you know, and then she went on a rampage after that. Yo, she was on some bloodthirsty shit. Like when she went to the TVA and it was like, listen,
Yo,
y'all ain't gonna join
that
me.
scene was crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna get rid of all of y'all. It seemed like a little bit of a horror type thing, cause
I knew I had a
hmm,
feeling they were gonna show it, but just hearing the screams of it happening,
yeah,
that's
that
good
was that was
enough.
that was good enough. Yeah, especially for Marvel, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And then you just see Brad's face, like, God
Yeah,
damn,
like damn, like that could have been me.
dude, that could have been me. If I shoot. Oh, but I did want to bring this up too. This was my other theory as well. This is for like the MCU and beyond.
Okay.
I think Loki is going to replace He Who Remains.
Ooh.
I think that's why we got this show in the first place. I think he is going to be He Who Remains. He's going to replace him. And not only that, I think he's going to be the cause for Secret Wars.
It's funny you bring that up because
Like, I was just, you're good.
he was talking about Thor in this episode too.
That was one reason why I thought that. But the other reason was his speech on the TVA, being the hope of the TVA and all of that. If this, like, this was, I never would have thought we would have that type of Loki here. So
Yeah.
the fact of him even talking the way he's talking, I think he's going to be like the map or the gatekeeper of time. And when Secret Wars happens, he's going to reboot the whole MCU.
And real quick, that speech with Sylvie where she
Right.
was talking about, oh, we're playing gods or something like that, and Loki's like, we are gods.
Right. And yeah, because Sylvie was something like, we're not gods or anything. Like, and I'm like, nah, it's too late for that. And that's what he said. That's what he was saying before that too. He was like, yo, Sylvie, you can't just give everybody free will and just walk the fuck away. Like, it don't work
Yeah,
like that. And bring that up real quick. Sylvie's been getting on my nerves now.
yeah. I don't like her this much this season.
Yeah, like this, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she acts like none of this is her fault.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
exactly.
like the man gave you a choice, and obviously you chose wrong. Now, I mean, you know, was it the wrong choice? I don't know, but seeing what we're seeing now, I feel like now, yeah, y'all should have just chilled out, been he who remains, and just secured the timeline. You know what I'm saying? And he said that too, and that's why I'm thinking Loki's going to be the new who he remains, because Kang even said that before. He was like, "Yo, y'all could rebuild the TVA, make it better. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be on a vacation home, chill. I'm gonna be in Miami Beach, chilling.
Yeah.
Y'all do what y'all want." That's what makes me think that he's going to be the replacement, because Loki is so invested in the TVA now. Like, he's so invested in Morbius.
Yeah, he is.
He's learning a lot about time, and that's what makes me think he's going to be the one to govern it. And I think that'd be super great, especially with the character development we begin from this Loki. Like, I can see that happen. Like, what? How you feel about that?
I actually like how much it's funny because no matter what, it seems like Loki ends up in these situations of being a good guy.
Yeah, like, and it's funny. Like, and he's not. He feels like he's more of a good guy now
Yeah,
than he was by Infinity War. I feel like, because
yeah, true.
he's like really fighting to keep the TVA, and he said that he's like, yo, the TVA is a safeguard for time. That's why it's so important for them to keep them there. You know?
Oh,
Oh man,
I wanted to bring up when Miss Minutes and Renslayer invaded the TVA and they got rid of Docs and all her people and Brad was the last one alive. How
yo,
Sylvia
crazy.
they were talking about rebooting the
The
system so
top.
Miss Minutes could go down
Oh, yo, that scene, bro, when she was rebooted, bro.
and they were talking about all the things that would happen and then they were talking about the magic would be back on and then Sylvie and Loki are like
Go
turn
on
it on
right now. That was a funny scene too.
and how
Oh,
Brad just walked up to Loki just there in the dark on that hallway.
oh yeah, there was some Batman stuff going on right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Oh, bro, you wanna go another round, bro? Let's make it happen." And Sylvie came in and enchanted him. That was great. And then got rid of Renslayer too. I didn't expect. I didn't
I
expect
wasn't
that.
expecting that either.
Oh no, that's why I'm thinking there's gonna be like a time, because
This is
everything
why
was happening so
this
much in this episode.
this what makes this show so great how
Yes,
it'll lead you so many ways and it'll still have you asking questions.
right. But I feel like this is the episode where they like dropped the mic, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the last time I felt that way was when Loki got pooned in the first season.
Mm.
I feel like that's where I felt that. This is that
Yeah.
times 10,
Yeah.
because the way it ended was insane. And yo, seeing Loki looking at Oblivion, like,
Yeah, they're just standing
with a
there just
tear in his eye. I think he was. I'm not 100% sure. He had a little tear in his eye, and then it just went fade to black. That's how you
what
gonna
a
end it?
bold what a bold ending, bro.
Yo, literally, like, I was just like, yo, that's how y'all gonna end it with no end credits at all?
That, you know what that I it's funny because I was talking about this earlier. That's like the ending of Sopranos where it just fades to black.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're not up to that, right? Because I know
No,
you
not yet.
watching it. Not yet.
I'm a season behind. I'm almost
Okay.
done.
Oh wow. Wow. Oh, you watch it like crazy.
I haven't watched in a while because the new stuff with work
The
and
new
all that
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
Got you. I mean, yeah, like, it's like you said, it's a bold way to end this episode, because I'm sitting there like, yo. Wait, that's
It's
it?
g-
That can't be it.
it has everybody talking. My friend this morning hit me up talking about Loki.
Or
Oh yeah,
sheesh. And I think you told me too, this morning or last night, you was like, yo, the rejects were reacting to it and yo, that thumbnail looked at they was like, yo, they were wilding out because of what happened.
yeah.
Damn, bro.
You said you were watching Harloff's reaction. How did he react? Like the
He
same
said that
way?
he did the same thing. He said, come
Yeah,
on!
that that's 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 how you get somebody hooked into a show, bro.
Right. But it's just like, bro,
You know what it is? It
stop.
starts from the storytelling to all the characters developing throughout the show.
And that's why, like, I feel like this show is it's one of the better Marvel stuff we've gotten in the past.
Yeah,
Like post Endgame, it's the best shit we got. You know, yes, the
I
Spider Man. You know,
I I
there's No
I
Way Home stuff like Shang
I put
Chi. Yeah,
WandaVision up there, but
I mean,
yeah.
oh yeah, I'm sorry, WandaVision. I'm sorry, yeah, WandaVision too. And like I said, I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I liked What If, but Loki. It was so unexpected. I didn't expect to like Loki as much, love Loki as much as I
And
do.
remember, this is the Loki that they took from after the Battle of New York. It's not the
Right,
same Loki from Endgame and Infinity War.
right, and they gave him so much character development. You know what? Now that I'm talking about it, it's crazy to see the parallels between that Loki that survived until Endgame, and then this Loki that's got his character development up until where we're at now. You know, and it's like Endgame Loki was starting to turn around a little bit, but he
Yeah,
wasn't really there. You know, he loved his brother and all that, whatever, whatever, but he really wasn't like there.
because
Loki's like a hero at this point.
remember before that they had the whole thing with Ragnarok, so that they were still kind of like recovering from that too. Before they saw Thanos in Endgame,
Right, so because it was one thing after another after that point. So it's
or
just
is it not? It's not Endgame. Is it Infinity? I don't
Infinity
remember.
War,
Infinity
Infinity War.
War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Infinity War. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. I said Endgame. I mean, if I meant Infinity War. Sorry, guys. And just seeing that characterization, they kind of both went the same way. Just
Yeah,
one went
which is great.
extremely a hero, and one sort of turned himself around.
Yeah, the first one we saw both sides of him,
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about this show. Like they really redeemed Loki, man. Like,
and they showed this Loki
oof,
what would have happened to him if he would have stayed there in
right.
the timeline.
And yo, and I was rewatching it, during vacation, and seeing Loki watching himself die from
Mm,
Thanos kind of like
yeah,
changed everything, you know.
yeah.
And that's the thing, like that's why I'm saying like they did this so freaking good. Like he's this, and I said this a couple of episodes ago too. Like Loki's the center of everything. He was the center of it in the MCU in
Look
Phase
at
One.
your wallpaper. Yeah,
Yeah, he was at the center of everything, and now he's at the center of time. He's at the
it
center of everything.
it's crazy to think about that.
Yeah, and it's just like, and see, this is why I get mad with Marvel a lot now because you have Loki who can set the tone for the rest of the MCU now, and that's why I think,
I'm so glad you brought that up because
yeah, go
after
ahead, go
this
ahead.
episode, I just started like rolling in my head how whatever happens in this show going forward is gonna affect what happens in Secret Wars
Right,
and Kang Dynasty.
exactly, and that's why I feel like you should have put Loki season 2 out before you had
Ant-Man.
Kang and anything else. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I wait.
yeah, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
actually, I like that. They should have had Loki out before Ant-Man came out.
Yeah, because
Just to have that idea into everybody's mind that this is
who
a
we
thing
dealing
now.
with, right? Like who we dealing with? Because I think the issue with a lot of people had with Quantum Mania is that they expected Kang to be this Thanos level villain,
I mean, he kind of was.
right? But what they didn't understand was that's not the threat. That this particular threat is not
That's just
particularly
one
Kang
of
himself,
many.
right? That was the point. That's what. Loki was saying from before. Like, no,
And
the
I'm
problem is
so
the
gl- I,
variants.
I'm so glad you brought that up about Quantumania. Just like thinking about that movie now, how like with Loki now and everything else happening, like the movie's not the greatest, but it's just the story of Kang throughout everything that's happening.
Right. And I feel like that's the problem. Especially since you brought in the main Kang that we see from the comics, that we're familiar with the comics, that's who you decided to bring. And I felt like that was a mistake. Now, if you wanted to bring somebody else, maybe you should have brought in Victor Timely. Maybe, he succumbed to the dark side from Loki in the Loki season 2, and he's building himself up to become Kang. And maybe that's what we see in Quantum Mania. I don't know. Because the way
Exactly.
time travel is in the quantum realm,
It's
they're
way
kind of
different.
right. So, and if that's the case, because I know I heard a theory a couple of years ago that the quantum realm is where the TVA is.
I remember hearing that as well.
Right. And if that's the case, that would make a hell of a lot of sense of why, we got this Kang into,
It
you
it
know,
also makes sense too, considering how in the TVA there's really no passage of time there.
exactly. So the only way I can see that happen is if they in the quantumverse, quantum realm. And if that's the case, that should have been even more of an
I'm sorry,
imperative.
not a passage. It's like the passage of time is way slower there than in the actual like universe
Real
where
time, right?
it branches.
Real,
Yeah.
right, right. And that's the thing, and that's why I'm saying you should have made Loki season 2 or just the Loki show series important. Period. This should have been like priority. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have showed this first, everything else would have fallen in the line easy. And I felt like that's what they should have done. Because if I'm not mistaken, was it WandaVision or Loki that was first when it came out?
Uh, I I want to say WandaVision. I want
Let
to
me
say
check.
that, but I think it
Let
might
me
be
check real
Loki.
quick. Let me check real quick. I think it is Loki. I think it. Let me see. Uh,
No, I think it was WandaVision first. So I
mm,
remember late in the year it was Loki
so Loki season 1 came out June 9th, 2021. Damn, that's crazy. Uh,
and WandaVision.
WandaVision release. No, January 15th, same
Yep.
year. So Loki came first.
That's interesting.
And see, and this is what the hell I'm saying. Y'all should have had this top priority. He was the first. He was the first show in Phase 4.
So what repeat that? Repeat the date again of Loki.
June 9th, 21.
And what when did Quantumania come out? This year, right?
No, last year, right? Let me
Last
see.
year?
Let me see. I'm gonna say
I
right
could have sworn it was this year.
now. Let me see where it came out. Uh,
And I
East
feel like
State.
and if it came out
February. Oh no,
this
you're right. You're right. February
see
23.
and I feel like that's probably and I COVID had a thing to do with this too, but
Right. Right.
the the timing of it coming out so later after Loki came out too.
Yeah, like if you would have just. But that's what I'm saying. Like they should have had season 2 come out first before Quantumania because now everybody's talking about Victor Time. Some like they're talking about, and I feel like this is how y'all should have did. Like people are into Victor Timely now, which is a variant of Kang. So now everything else is gonna leave right after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, damn, why did Marvel not do that? Oh man, like, mm. Sorry, I got that drink. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. Going on what I was saying, that's why I felt like they should have done. And if they would have done that, maybe they would have treated Ant Man a little bit better. Maybe.
Mm.
Maybe they would have. Maybe. Because we don't know. Because I know the main issue with Ant Man was that they made Kang look like a chump, basically, because this is somebody that's according to him killed a lot of Avengers in the
Yeah,
past. There was never in that man, but still. Um, but again, it's not like he died based off of Scott alone. There was other factors to it,
yeah,
but that's neither here nor there. I just feel like it just would have been treated better as a movie if they would have did Ant-Man 2 first. Because remember, the scene was Victor Tomlin.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wish Marvel would have just did it the other way around. Maybe it would have been better.
Well, that's one of those things we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know. Oh, I'm trying to remember what else about the I think we talked about Miss Minutes, we talked about
Because
Loki.
it was a pretty straightforward episode, honestly.
Yeah, it was just like one after another.
Yeah.
Like, yo. Um what
Trying to think of
was
what else.
oh
Oh,
before yeah, go ahead.
I already said that. No, at the beginning.
Okay. No, I was gonna say while you're thinking about that. Speaking of, did you hear about Taika Waititi?
What?
He's not gonna do Thor 4 anymore. I mean 5. He's not gonna do the movie anymore.
Well, I haven't heard news of that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just heard it today. Like they're moving forward with another Thor, but they're looking for another director, supposedly.
You see, I like Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Love and Thor. I mean, Love and
Thunder.
Thor.
Thunder. The same thing.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
basically.
it's insane. I mean, if you want to
Um,
really go,
the idea was there, but
it
just
was too much comedy. Too much comedy.
yeah, too much
That's
Taika
yeah, cause
that
like
Taika Waititi isms in there.
yeah, cause the thing of it was Thor Ragnarok was a perfect mix of comedy but seriousness at the same time. Like he was able to do
His
both.
whole homeworld got destroyed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And not only that,
His sister
Odin
came
died.
back.
Odin
Yeah,
died
Odin
too.
died. His sister
Warriors
came back.
3 died.
Mjolnir got destroyed.
y'all, he was going through stuff.
He lost an eye.
Yeah. He got his full potential powers, but still wasn't enough to beat Hela. So he had to bring Ragnarok
Insert
to
her. Yeah.
who was the catalyst of Ragnarok to you know destroy his homeworld. So he was dealing with a lot. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I just wish Thor Love and Thunder was more like Ragnarok. I think if you would have kept it the same way, I think it would have been a better Thor movie. But I mean, who are you gonna get for the next
Yeah.
movie? Like
May,
director
may,
wise.
Maybe you could bring back Kenneth Branagh who did the first one.
Ooh, I would love that. Ooh. I mean, but are you gonna keep the kid though?
You introduced her, you might as well.
Yeah, because she's like one of the most powerfulest beings on the now.
She's Gore's daughter.
Yeah, it's just like what are you gonna do with this? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, and that's the other thing too. My main issue or question is, what's the tone gonna be?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be more serious now? Because I can imagine them going more serious after this. After Thor 4, nah, they're gonna go more serious.
If they're gonna, well, there's a cool cutscene which from Love, Thor and Thunder, where Zeus was talking to Thor, and it just feels
Oh
weird
right,
seeing that, and then at the end of the movie where he was telling Hercules,
go sick them, basically.
yeah,
Yeah, and and that was the thing too with Zeus. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, Russell Crowe, you better than this. Like, you know,
I I feel like that was maybe direction probably.
yeah, because I remember at that particular time, Kevin Feige was not overseeing every single thing like he usually does. So we got like different products for every goddamn thing. Like, so the thing how we used to get movies for the MCU was not the same. And that's the thing. Like, this feels like a coming back to Loki, this feels like a Feige overseeing product right here because this has the story, the character development, the stakes. Oh my god, the stakes. This is time. Everybody disintegrated out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just not just that too. Like the writers for Daredevil just left recently. Like
Oh
this is a-
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They clean the
like
house.
if you want to talk about Marvel's top shows, this is one of them. Loki.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why I didn't understand. Wait, these ain't the. Are these the same writers that wrote Quantumania?
I don't remember. I know they're writing something, but I don't know what it is.
Because I don't know if these are the same writers that was. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take that back. I don't know if these are going to be the same writers for the next Avengers movies, Kang
Oh
Dynasty
wait, wait,
and
wait. I think the writers were writers from Rick and Morty, if I remember
right,
correctly.
but I don't remember if these was the same writers for this movie. I mean, for
I
Loki's. Let me look
oh
that up real quick. Let me look that up real quick. I'm gonna do the fact checking today. Let me see, because that now I got me thinking. Now, hold on, hold on. Loki, right. Hold on, guys. My bad. Loki, season writers. Okay, so these are not the same ones. Okay. Uh, Michael Waldron is the main writer for Loki. Okay, so I think this is the same dude. Michael. Yeah, I think this is the same dude.
okay.
Heels. Oh no, I was wrong. He did Multiverse of Madness. I was wrong. I was
Okay, okay, okay.
wrong. Okay, so this is the same dude that wrote season one. He wrote Multiverse of Madness. Damn, that's damn. I'm kind of mixed with that because Doc Strange wasn't a bad movie. It just didn't delve into multiverse. That
Yeah.
was the problem with that movie. Main problem with that movie.
It
And
you
yeah,
could have
okay.
called it something else, Madness, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, yeah. Like it wasn't really that. It didn't really show multiverse like that. And I didn't really like how they did Wanda at the end either. Uh,
Oh, supposedly she's dead.
right, which is
The
I'm not
MCU
feeling that.
timeline book or whatever it was that came out recently.
Right, which I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. But it's crazy because it's the same dude that made that wrote for Loki. So it's mind boggling that it didn't hit.
You know what it was probably too? Somebody did write ups for it.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Cause you know that always happens.
That's true. That's true. Wow. Oh wow. He wrote War of the Worlds too with Tom Cruise. One.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then he wrote Heels.
The wrestling show?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch that. I need to watch that.
I've been meaning to watch that too because I got my boy Green Arrow on there. Okay, okay. So yeah, so he has an impressive resume, but now he's not even writing Secret Wars anymore.
Yeah, I think
That's
he dropped out of it or something like that.
so. No, I think he got fired. No,
Was it? I don't
let me
remember.
see. Let me see.
This was
Let me
like a
see.
while back.
Yeah, this was a minute ago. Hold on, guys. Exit Secret Wars.
Where's my drink? I need something to drink.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Yeah. So based. Okay. So yeah, I believe. I think he did leave. I think he did. Which is crazy because like I said, he's been able to give us Loki season one and season two, which is like crazy. But he's also did Multiverse of Madness and I forgot the other one. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. And he was gonna write Secret Wars, But now it's kind of up in the air who's going to do Secret Wars at this point. But going back to Loki, I think Loki is going to be a big part of Secret Wars in one form or another. He may be going to be He Who Remains, the replacement. And he is going to reboot the universe, the timeline. You know what I mean? So we might do that. Because if I'm not mistaken, in the comics, they don't they have other universes and stuff, but they do it a certain way. Like there's not they don't really delve in multiverse like that. I think it's like they only have possible timelines. S- Something like that. So it's not the same thing. But guys, like I said, this episode was awesome. Like to me, this is one of the best episodes of Loki so far. Like,
Can you imagine the rest of the episodes?
hey, we only got two left, so it's like,
Yeah.
what are y'all gonna do in these two episodes? Like,
I need to know.
yeah, like what are y'all gonna do? What is it y'all possibly gonna do? I don't know. Like, it's boggling my mind. It's like I don't know. Like, how are you gonna end this? And like, is Rona dead? Like, is she gone? Like, like when she
Nah,
got
I don't think she's done.
okay, so you think she still got more to do?
Oh yeah, definitely. In what capacity? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because from the beginning, I thought she was gonna be hand in hand with Kang, but it's
It's
not the case. Yeah, and oh, I meant to ask you, yo, was it Bro was kind of acting strange?
when
He kept saying little things like, "Oh, well, if I didn't do this, then we would have died," or something like that.
mm,
He kept on bringing certain stuff up, and I was just like, he's never brought that up before. Like not in that manner. So I'm like, why is he bringing that up? Like when I watch it again, I'll show you the scene that I'm talking about. But
okay.
he just I felt like he was just bringing stuff up, just kind of like random. Like why are you saying that? Like it's kind of suspect. But like what you mean by that? Hey, like you like what was are you okay, bro? Like what's going on here? Um yeah, but I mean other than that, yeah, this was an awesome episode. This is I mean, do you have more to say about it or are you good?
Nah, I've gotten through everything, and I'm kind of tired. I'm ready to go.
All right, we ready. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Well, before we go, bro, what's your score for the episode?
Uh, oof. It's funny because it's only episode 4, and I'm giving it like a 9.
Really?
I enjoy, bro. Like the way it ended, just like everything happening so much, so quick, and like one after the other. Like,
Oh yeah,
okay,
oh yeah,
slow
oh yeah.
down, slow down.
But like, hey, bro, I just woke up. Like, what are you doing? This, you're
And
right. You're right.
oh,
You're right. Yeah.
and the when Loki pruned Loki, I'm like, oh shit, oh
Yo,
shit.
I was like, oh, that makes sense because he had to do that in order for this to happen. I, I'm so excited. Okay, so with that said, this is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Ooh,
I don't give out 10 out of 10s like that. You know,
yes, you
I'm
don't.
not that easy. But this was a 10 out of 10 episode for me. Like, I can't even think of nothing I did not like about this episode. It was beautifully done. That cliffhanger and just seeing Loki, like, shed a little crocodile tear before everything went to whatever the hell happened after that. Ooh, it was so good. Okay. Ooh. Oof, 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 oof. All right, y'all. So that's gonna be it for us, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Definitely comment down below. Support the channel, please. And with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I love you guys. We love you guys.